Okay guys, the purpose of this video today is to give you a comparison of the Scarpa TX Comp NTN boot and the Scarpa TX Pro Scarpa NTN boot. Now essentially these boots are identical in the way that they're made. They're a 102 last, they're both a 4-buckle boot, Vibram soles, ski walk mechanisms on the back, Intuition heat moldable liners, and they essentially fit identically. Where they differ is in flex number 1, that's probably the biggest one. The Scarpa TX Pro is a 110 flex, the Scarpa TX Comp is a 125 flex. So the higher the number, the stiffer the boot. For those that are coming from the Scarpa 75mm world, this is more comparable to T2 Eco into a T1, probably closer to a T1 for most people. The Scarpa TX Comp, on the other hand, is more closely related to the T-Race boot for those that were skiing that, and maybe even the T1 on the lower end. But the 4-buckle system with these boots and the stiffness is comparable to the T1 and the T-Race. That's kind of a basic way of describing these two boots. The other noticeable difference right off the bat is which bindings you can use. All of these are compatible with all NTN bindings. The TX Pro, however, is compatible with Tech-Toe NTN bindings as well because it has the Tech-Toe technology in the toe that allows you to use it with the Majo from M Equipment, the 22 Designs Lynx, as well as the Olympus Mountain Gear TTS bindings. Unfortunately, the Scarpa TX Comp does not have the Tech-Toes and cannot be used with those bindings, but it can be used with all other NTN bindings. As far as performance, a lot of it's personal preference in terms of which boot you want to go with. Some people prefer to have a stiffer boot, and some people prefer to have a softer boot. A lot of it just really depends on the style that you have and honestly the boot that you're coming from. Keep in mind that with the NTN bindings, you're also going to have the opportunity to customize those bindings in terms of flex and feel with different springs and different settings on the springs, and that seems to work really well in sort of dialing in these two boots to achieve what you're looking for in terms of flex in an NTN boot. So that's a basic overview and comparison of these two boots, the Scarpa TX Comp and the Scarpa TX Pro.